U.S. Justice Department releases report on Trump attempt to overturn 2020 election. Look, the election was clearly stolen. You do not get a straight vertical line at 3 a.m. on election night.
No, you don't.
That's no. There's no statistic anywhere that does anything remotely like that, unless you're doing like statistics for people killed in a nuclear explosion and you set off a bomb, and then you're going to have a big vertical spike.
Yeah. Like I've said before, it was a blessing in disguise because we got to see what they really want to do.
That is exactly correct. It was a blessing in disguise. U.S. Justice Department on Tuesday released Special Counsel Jack Smith's report on Trump's attempts to overturn the 2020 election, the last act of a prosecutor whose historic criminal cases were thwarted by Trump's November election victory. Yeah, right. The report is expected to detail Smith's decision to bring a 4-count indictment against Trump, accusing the Republicans president-elect of plotting to obstruct the collection and certification of votes following his 2020 defeat by Joe Biden. That never happened. A second section of the report details Smith's case accusing Trump of illegally retaining sensitive national security documents like every other president before and after him. After leaving the White House in 2021, the Justice Department is committed not to make that portion public while legal proceedings continue against 2 Trump associates. So it looks like these idiots are really going to continue to try to push this Jack Smith case thing. I saw somebody on Twitter yesterday saying that wait for it. They're going to indict Trump in March. They're going to Ides of March and he's saying all this fucking crazy shit.
I saw
probably
that
based off of this article. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, I saw that one. I'm like, that guy's a moron.
Yeah.
But the thing is that those ballots still exist. They could literally go back and go to the 2020 and verify all of the bullshit, find all of the dead people who supposedly filled out ballots, go after some of these individuals that covered it up, like at Cobo Hall up in Muskegon.
Yeah.
I would love to see the Democrats who ran the 2020 election at Cobo Hall get hemmed up and do some serious time.
Battle of Athens. I'm telling you.
I'm saying
Battle of Athens.
I agree with you. The high ground thing needs to go. This needs to get fixed.
No, there's no moral high ground. There is only the high ground.
Yeah.
And it's like I was talking about last week with freaking the musket party thing that I was talking about with veterans getting together and organizing and starting to take elections. We can do this. And we really need to. And this just proves it that much more.
What, did you just call it the musket party?
Yes.
That's fucking a good name, bro.
I like the musket party because it's, what does the Minuteman need? He needs his damn musket. Grab your muskets, boys. Let's go.
Dude, you heard it here first.
The musket party.
Musket party. I love it.
Trump accused of election plot in DOJ probe. This is actually from January 16th, just 5 days ago. A newly released Justice Department report by Special Counsel Jack Smith details a comprehensive investigation into former President Trump's actions following the 2020 presidential election. He's the president now. Sorry. According to Salon, which is one of the worst rags on the planet, Representative Jamie Raskin, who's one of the worst rag rats on the planet, the House Judiciary Ranking Committee member, declared that the report represents irrefutable evidence of Trump's involvement in a criminal scheme to overturn the 2020 election result. I thought we were done with this.
Yeah.
I thought we were done with this. This is like the investigation revealed a complex network of activities extending beyond the January 6th insurrection. Investigators documented months of coordinated efforts to pressure officials into nullifying election results and orchestrating false certifications from unauthorized electors. I'm going to stop reading this article for a moment to discuss just how many vectors, how many lanes of attack they have going on Trump right now. We've got the media.
A couple dozen.
We've got these investigations. We've got every whack job organization out there claiming that he's doing something. One of my favorite moments, though, from the inauguration is when Elon Musk was up on stage and he was thanking everybody, and it looks like he throws a Roman. He was just waving at everybody. He goes like this, and he's waving at everybody, and they took a still from that, and everybody was screaming, AOC included, screaming about the Nazi salute. Now, here's the funny part where the left eats its own. The ADL, Jonathan Greenblatt, whose favorite word is Nazi, actually issued an apologetic tweet and said, no, he was just waving to people. And everybody piles on the Jewish organization that is anti-Nazi because the ADL said that it wasn't a Nazi salute.
Well, we need to actually, I would love to see these media outlets just start getting sued into the Stone Age.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. I
Absolutely.
mean, you take, like, he's waving, you take one frame and turn it into something it's not. I mean, come on.
There was one of Barron Trump, and his dad was saying something, and Barron Trump is standing there. The kid's got composure. I think he's like 18 or 19 years old.
I don't know.
He's got a lot of composure. It is difficult at that age to stand there and take all of that in. But at one point, his dad mentioned something, and the crowd reacted and apparently started saying his name. And Barron goes like this, puts his hand to his ear, appreciating it all, everything, right? Somebody in the media caught a different angle, so it was from over here, and they found a picture of Hitler saluting like this, and we're using that to say that Barron was throwing freaking Sig Heils too. And it's just the most embarrassing. Well, all you had to do was play the video, and you could tell he's doing this with one ear, and he does this with the other ear, and it was obvious what he was doing, but the media couldn't help themselves. It had to be Nazis. There's a Nazi under every bed and in every cupboard to these guys.
Yeah, I'm so sick of this, the whole Nazi thing. All right, that's a failed ideology. It was run by an incompetent idiot. Was he a good orator? Yes. Was he a good general? Fuck no. Could he manage resources?
He was a corporal.
He was a corporal.
He had generals, but they didn't listen.
Yep. If he would have let his generals run that whole war, it would have been a whole other animal.
Yeah. And this special counsel thing, this investigation here, plus the media, plus the politicians, plus the staff, plus the intelligence community, and everything else, it's like, how effective would Trump be if all of these people were to take the side of the country that they live in? I don't understand all of these supposedly American organizations that are so anti-American.
I don't get it either.
It's baffling to me. It's baffling. And they're blatantly anti-American, a lot of them. They want a constant invasion of illegal aliens. Well, that's another thing that's freaking going on. They want us to be subject to the EU and their climate weirdness. It's just one bizarre thing after another. It's almost as if there's an organization somewhere in Davos, Switzerland, that is pulling all of the strings, and trying to jam a Bolshevik government down our fucking throat.
There, I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
Yep. Now, first
At any rate,
let's just take a look at Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Between 1901 and 1999, how many world wars were fought in Europe? 2.
Dose.
Okay. And somehow we're supposed to take Europe as the shining example of the world.
Right.
Between 1801 and 1899,
right,
Europe was just rife with all kinds of war.
Yes.
So let's do 1701 to 1799. Oh, that's right.
Wars.
More war.
Yeah.
All right. You
If
can't
you go
go
back
back.
further than that, let's go all the way back to Julius Caesar invading Gaul, Germania, and Britannia in 56 BC. Do you know what was going on then?
War. So how in the fuck are we supposed to like allow these individuals to pull strings over here?
I don't know.
I mean, we literally
Did we fight a war to be rid of them? We fought a war to be rid of these people.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of it. I want to stop giving them our money. I want to stop giving them our time.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely sick and fucking tired of their bullshit.
Mhm.
I don't give a shit about their environmental craziness. Until you're ready to zero out India and China, it makes absolutely no difference if we pollute or not.
Yeah.
All right. We could go to zero emissions. The entire Western world could go to zero and it won't do anything because of India
It's a load of crap
and
anyway.
China. What?
In Africa now too. It's all a load of crap anyway.
Yeah.
It's just nonsense.
Do I think there's too many people on the planet? Of course. Do I want to wipe them all out? No. Mother Nature will take care of it.
I kind of do though. But that's just
We're
me.
too old for that, man.
I know. I have had a plan for several decades now, though, that I call the 87% solution, where 87% of the population is superfluous, and that's only because I need 10% for infrastructure and manual labor.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't find a good way to take over the world or get people back into small medieval villages so that I can conquer the world from horseback like Genghis Khan.
Well, they want the 15-minute cities, which is the equivalent of a hamlet.
I know.
Mm-hmm. I covered that in my lair I did the day before yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just, that's a whole nother can of fucking worms. But the thing is, around Trump, before and after the day before yesterday, and then the inauguration yesterday, all of these conspiracy theories that everybody's talking about they all turn out to be true. I mean, we've got intelligence officers confessing to it.
Yeah.
We've got nonsense reports that are obvious nonsense. We've got people being caught, fiddling with stuff. We've got Biden's pardons that are just the most bizarre. What the hell is going on here?
They're not going to stick. The blanket shit is not going to stick.
I don't think so. I don't think the pardons for the people who don't have any
crimes,
I don't think those should stick either, because there's nothing to pardon. The pardon presumes guilt. That means you've already been found guilty of something.
You know what? We need to actually do a deep dive into this because there's a lot of questions that need to get answered.
Yeah.
Because a president is not a fucking king.
Yeah.
Kings used to have that power.
Yes.
To go, okay, no matter what the fuck you did, you're good to go. All the way back to when you were born.
Yep.
We don't have kings in this country, so that should go away.
Yeah.
Now, do I think a president can commute sentences and pardon people who are actively being charged? Yes. Or convicted? Mm-hmm. Yes. But even then, it's only federal stuff. He can't really do state crimes, can he?
No, I don't believe that he can. But it's got limits on it. We'd have to do a deep dive into that. Now that we're through all of this political crap for a minute, we should do a couple of shows concentrating on like some specific issues like this.
Okay.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.